Who knew that the collision of two completely opposite films in the middle of the summer would result in one of the biggest and funniest internet phenomenons of 2023? A phenomenon so big that it's ended up with a mainstream portmanteau and even its own Wikipedia page. Welcome to Barbenheimer, the upcoming battle of Barbie versus Oppenheimer, where it all kicks off this weekend on July 21st, 2023. But these kinds of showdowns aren't anything new. We've had opening weekend showdowns of this magnitude and of similar genres in the past, like The Dark Knight and Mamma Mia on July 18, 2008. But it's become increasingly rare over the last few years, especially after the pandemic, for big movies to go up against each other like with Barbenheimer. Movie releases instead are becoming more spread out in favor of less direct competition. So, with theatrical releases usually more spaced out now, why are Barbie and Oppenheimer choosing to go against current trends and open on the exact same day? Let's start by mapping out the summer of 2023, with Barbenheimer occurring here on July 21st. Next, let's rewind back to 2021. After his lukewarm reception of Tenet, Nolan decided to break up with Warner Brothers and find a new studio to distribute his next film. After being courted by multiple distributors, Nolan decided to go with Universal Pictures. As part of their agreement, Nolan stipulated that Universal would not be allowed to release any other film within 3 weeks before and after Oppenheimer's release date. And Universal is keeping their promise. If you look at their schedule this year, after Wes Anderson's Asteroid City on June 23rd in the US, there have been no other films released by Universal, until Nolan's Oppenheimer on the 21st of July. And then the next film to be released by Universal is The Last Voyage of the Demeter, which is going to be released on the 11th of August. So then fast forward to 2022, a year after Oppenheimer's release date was set for July 21st. Warner Brothers decides to go ahead and release Barbie on the exact same day as Oppenheimer. Now, we can read this as Warner Brothers' way of flipping off Nolan after their breakup. But when we look closely at the timeline here, I believe that the industry is actually forcing their hand. Specifically, I'm talking about the shrinking theatrical window, which might have caused the collision of Barbie and Oppenheimer and this ultimate showdown. In the past, movies would be in the cinema for a standard 75 to 90 days. Then when COVID hit, many studios tried releasing their films on streaming platforms, and they found that it actually worked really well. Since then, this revelation has shortened the amount of time that movies spend in the cinema. The standard 75 to 90 day average has been gradually shrinking post-pandemic. In 2022, the average theatrical window was 45 days. And in 2023, the average window has gone down even further to 30 days. The shrinking of the theatrical window is one of the main reasons why Warner Brothers is choosing to release Barbie on July 21st. Barbie is spending 45 days in the cinema, which is just over 6 weeks, taking us to the start of September, just after the Labor Day bank holiday before school starts in America. By releasing Barbie on July 21st, Warner Brothers maximizes the potential for revenue in the summer weeks, the potential for audiences to have time to watch the film before the school year starts. Releasing the film just 1 week before would mean they miss the Labor Day weekend, and 1 week after would mean a costly extra week in the cinemas, because people probably have less time to go to the cinema when school starts. That's why Warner Brothers isn't budging on the release date for Barbie. Of course, for similar reasons, Universal is not shifting dates either, but it's not because of Oppenheimer's theatrical window. Unlike Barbie, Oppenheimer is scheduled to have a much longer release date, between 90 and 120 days, which will of course contain the Labor Day weekend and beyond into the fall release schedule. But because of Nolan's stipulation that no film could be released within 3 weeks before and after Oppenheimer, Universal needed to keep the July 21st release date for the sake of its other film releases this summer. Post-pandemic, Universal's typical release windows have been 17 to 31 days. Moving Oppenheimer to an earlier release date would have caused Wes Anderson's Asteroid City to open before the end of the school year, which might be a time when people don't have that much time to watch a film. For reference as well, many American school terms end around late June. And on the flip side, Moving Oppenheimer even 1 week later would have meant that the last voyage of the Demeter would either have a theatrical run into the start of the school year, or end just about after Labor Day to meet the minimum theatrical release window of 17 days, which doesn't give the film a lot of wiggle room for an extension if it happens to do really well in the cinemas. So that's why we have Barbenheimer this year. It's unlikely to really be because of any vengeful executive at Warner Brothers, or any strategic advertising ploy from the Barbie team to create an entertaining internet phenomenon to generate viral marketing for the film. Rather, it's because of changing audience behaviors, market forces, and most importantly, timing. Regardless, Barbenheimer has been and continues to be an absolute blast. And I'd love for more of these showdowns to happen to get more people excited and interested in going to the cinema. So which film are you going to watch first? What's been your favorite Barbenheimer meme? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more spiels in the future.